Hi classmates, today my speech is gonna be about how pollution affects human lives. We live off the earth, and basically since we live here, we share the same planet, so what happens here affects us equally. So no matter how far we are, where we live, and our social or economical status, pollution comes in different forms and ways that affects our environment in such a negative ways that forwards to the ecosystem that we rely on. So there are many kinds of pollution, but the ones that are most important ones are the air and the water. So first of all, I would like to discuss about the consequences of pollution. First of all, how pollution affects humans can be expressed in diseases in our lungs, in our skin, in our breathing, in our heart, and the way that babies are born. So we cause most of the pollution, and we will suffer the consequences if we don't stop. And we are already seeing the effects and the polars, the North Pole, the South Pole, the global warming, the contaminated seafood, and like I mentioned before, lung diseases, and so much more. Secondly, we have what it is basically the air pollution. So basically, what is the main cause of this is because of the large mass productions of companies, the wastes that they produce and they throw to the air, that they cause heart arrhythmias, asthma, respiratory disease, and sometimes when people are exposed to these kind of zones for more than 6 or 7 hours, there are scientific research that says that when people are more exposed or are prolonged exposition to these kind of environments, they tend to shorten their lives. So some of the symptoms are coughing, wheezing. On the city folks, high levels of pollution are associated with incidents and problems in our health. And for example, another thing that we rely mostly here in the US is the burning of fossil fuels like carbon dioxide emitted by our cars, that are the first determinant for what it's called global warming, because they are opening a hole in the ozone that goes around the earth. So I mean, we can read about it of this on the internet. So we have to try to reduce the chemicals released in the air and the water sources. So animals eat this and they breathe this as well, and we feed ourselves with fish, with meat, with chicken. So I mean, we're like bombing ourselves basically wherever we have in our reach. So I mean, I want people to be aware of that. And thirdly, I would like to talk, like I mentioned before, about the pollution of the water. So basically, the effects that water pollution has on us are the same ones as it has on the air, because problems like amoebiasis, like hookworm, are caused by drinking contaminated water. For example, to name a few, we have also mercury poisoning. There are some research studies that says that Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's disease are sometimes produced by contamination of water. And for example, if we go to beaches in the south of Malaysia, if I'm not wrong, people at the beach get rashes, hepatitis, diarrhea, stomach aches, and vomiting. And there is so much more and more and more that you can read about it. So I mean, this is a struggle that is real, and I want to do a call for people to get cleaner cars like EV cars. Try to, at least I'm an advocate for people to stop mass production. I mean, I think that we can do better ourselves living off natural resources. For example, we have the air, we have the sun, we have the water, so we can create and develop this kind of new energy without burning fossil fuels, without burning our forests, without dumping oil wastes or chemical wastes on the water. So basically, we have so many ways to do it, and still people get greedy and stubborn, and they want to make a profit out of it, and they don't understand, they don't realize that what they're doing is they're harming our system, and we are destroying ourselves. So to conclude, if you would like to know more about environmental issues and all that, I can recommend you a website of a friend called Firmhugger. It's Firmhugger, Firmhugger, and he talks so much more about this that it's like, wow, it's gonna blow your mind. So, I mean, the good news is that every positive thing that we do, every action that we do has an effect, and I would like to think that it will have like a domino effect. So we might still save what is left of our country if we are conscious and aware and acknowledge that we're destroying our country, and we can create a better place to live in our future, not only for ourselves, for our kids and for our grandkids. Thank you.